Okay, hello everyone. My name is Fireman and I'm going to play my friend Pedro. The time starts when I select difficulty, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is my friend Pedro. It's a platforming action game, John Wick type of adventure. And this is our friend, Pedro. He's a banana, and he looks very happy, so I'm sure he's a very friendly fella. This is the tutorial section, so the first couple of levels will all be explaining me how to do everything I already know how to do. You might hear me mashing a lot. That's because we're going to be mashing a lot. So we already went off cam, but that's fine. So the main speed tech really is bunny hopping, just like in the classical games. So what you want to do is jump again as soon as you land, and you'll go a lot faster. Previously, before we found that out, everyone was rolling all over the map because we thought rolling was the quickest way to move, but it turned out it wasn't. So that was fun. Story-wise, this is the butcher. He's a relative of ours. I can't remember which relative, but I haven't paid that much attention to the to the story in a while. So another thing about this speed tech, and the first trick is coming up here, and I hope I get it. Yeah, there we go. So we skipped that staircase by shifting planes, if that's how you want to call it. So if you use a kick or a spin, you switch to the front layer or the back layer of the level, and we abuse that a lot. So Pedro wants us to do a front flip. There we go. Now we have to do a front flip and shoot that vase, and now he wants us to shoot 2 vases at the same time. So there's a split aim function in this game. It wants us to use it. We won't often use it except when it's helpful. It somehow boosts damage, so we will use that in some of the fights. We're going to use this guy as a ladder. So all the enemies have a physical property, so we can use them to jump off of them and actually skip a few wall jumps, because wall jumps are quite slow. So here the game tells us that we can slow down time. We won't be doing that. Almost never. There is a part coming up where we use it once for a very short period of time, and I hope I get this trick done correctly, otherwise I'm going to get owned by my friend Pedro community. That jump that I just did is a rebound, but this is the jump I want to show you, and I missed it. Let me retry once. It's just a 10-second loss. So what I'm trying to do is jump up the roof by using the head of the guy that spawns in the doorway. Let's see if I get it this time. Good enough. You're supposed to be able, you are able to land on the left side of the platform, but this is decent as well. And now for the infamous, here we do another layer switch. So by spinning while we're jumping, we get pushed back to the background. I'm going to try this a few times. You can jump over this white box, I promise. But not today. But it's possible, I swear. The world record has it. So we jump over this guy. Here we do another layer switch. Nope, wrong layer. That's better. This was a really slow level, but it's okay. We did reset it once, but that's fine. In this level, we're going to do a lot more bunny hopping. They introduced these little platforms. That's a really good rebound jump, by the way. And you can get different kinds of rebound jumps at the start of this level. You can either get a fast one, where you go very horizontally, or you can get a very slow one, which pushes you up further into the air, and that's the one we don't want, and we didn't get it. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's good. Here's the spaghetti in my you-know-what jump. Oh, no, wait. I am going to get it. Just, there we go. So we skip having to go all the way over here, go up the stairs, and then go by, walk by. So that saves quite a few seconds. Even now it saved a few seconds, so that's good. That wasn't too bad of a level, considering how I got stuck there for about 5 seconds. So we continue with just wall jumping a lot, bunny hopping a lot, and just trying to get the optimal movement going. Especially in these parts, each little extra jump you do in between actually saves time. Here the game wants you to roll to the left and then back, but we can just wait until that goes up and we skip that part. Really easy skip, but it's still a skip, so I like to mention it. We do the same thing for pretty much most of these things, most of these crane parts, because you can just wait until they go back down or go back up again. We roll underneath that one. We don't need to shoot that guy. Okay, here we go. We want that guy dead before we go back, because we have to go up here. We haven't found a way to skip that yet. And now we land on top of this white box, which will push this crane down. Why we don't want to sit here is because if you sit there, you have to jump off at the end, and now we can just roll off once we get down there. Wow, how can he not be dead? Some of these enemies are like invulnerable sometimes. This is something you can do. We'll see that in other levels as well. As long as you keep shooting a doorway, the enemies won't come out. So if they block you, you can just shoot at them and they'll stay in that doorway and you can just run past them. We're going to do that a lot as well. And as you can hear, this game has a super soundtrack. So if nothing else but a bad speedrun, you can at least still enjoy the music. That's not a good rebound actually. And another one. You want to do that as much as possible, because each time you roll to the left side, you lose time. We get new weapons to play with. We'll be using those for the remainder of the first couple of levels of the first world. So the game is split up into 5 different worlds. You have Old Town, which is this town, which is owned by the butcher. I'm going to see if I can get this. There we go. No, I didn't. So I tried to not land on that platform, but I did. That's not how, what I was trying to do, but whatever. And I think you may be able to hear me mashing. Here we want to do 2 tall jumps. So this game actually allows you to regulate the height of your jump by how long you hold the spacebar, which is why bunny hopping works. But in some cases you want to jump as high as possible. Another rebound there. Roll on this barrel. And rebound again there. That was a good level. That was a decent time as well. You can see the leaderboard best there, but someone cheated them. Someone who may or may not be making a mod for this game. So that's so the times on there are not always legitimate. But there is a leaderboard. There's also obviously a speedruns.com leaderboard. And if you want to join in, we're very welcoming to new players. And there's still a lot to discover, I think, in terms of speedrun tech. Because a lot of this seems to be physics based. Especially the barrels. The barrels can do crazy things. If you run them into an enemy, you can get shot out of bounds. You can get shot up and fly through the entire level, but it's so inconsistent that it's not doable. This is a fun skip as well, so you're supposed to wall jump off of those platforms like that, but you can just stand on top of it. You can stand on most objects, even if they have a very thin platform, you can still stand on it. Or rebound jump off it. Here we get a basketball. It tells us to play around with it. We don't, because we have a gun, so why would I use a basketball to kill anyone? And this is a very quite a long level with not that much tech. Here you're supposed to do 2 long jumps like that. So if there's any messages or donations or anything, now would be a good time while I just shoot everyone.
There's currently no donation, but I can definitely want to say thanks to Veilig Reserveren for offering BSG a ticketing system for our events. Veilig Reserveren is a Dutch ticketing system offering a back-end system for a variety of events.
Okay, so what we saw at the end there was another background switch, where I switched to the background by kicking. It didn't go as planned because you're supposed to wall kick and then you're already in the background. It took a little bit more time, but at least you got to see it. So that skips the entire staircase of that level, which saved around 15 seconds I think when we found it. And here's another fun skip, I hope I get it. So I don't want to kill that red guy, but I don't want to destroy the crate, so I can do that jump. So that was how it was meant to go, except that I wasn't supposed to take a huge amount of damage, because now I'm at risk of dying. So because I was a bit low on health, I was scared of dying, so I went a bit slow there. I shouldn't have. That turret spawns when you hit the lasers. Sometimes we purposely hit it because it's faster and the turret dies before you reaches the barrier anyway. So that's what we did here. I don't need that. And here we jump because the endgame trigger is on top here somewhere. So if we jump, we finish the level a bit earlier than yours, the game expects you to, so that's good. So now this is the Butcher, and this is our first boss fight. It's going to be an auto-scroller first, and it does have some tech we recently found out. One of them is the boss fight himself. The other part is that if you speed up and then slow down, the enemies appear earlier. So I got one already. And now there should be a car somewhere around here. There we go, he died. So each car has 3 enemies in it, and once you kill the third one, the car explodes. That's good. Sometimes it happens that some of the enemies end up on the roof here. If that happens, you're soft locked and you can't continue the game. You have to restart the level. It's extremely annoying and it happens quite frequently to most runners. But luckily it didn't happen this time. So what I want to do is kill the ones in the car first, because they have a respawn time on the next one, and the next part of the fight won't happen until all of the enemies of one wave are dead. So for the Butcher I'm switching to the pistol, and I hope to mash him to death. You might hear me clicking like crazy right now, or at least see me clicking like crazy. And what I want to do is... that didn't work. Sometimes when you destroy the bombs near the floor, the Butcher flies backwards. And he dies immediately. So sometimes you can kill him at like 75% health. I didn't get it this time, but it still wasn't a bad time. And now we get a small intermission for the story. It's Christmas. We're at some kind of religious gathering, I guess then. And we have our friend Benny here. This guy insults our mask. I think I've killed him like 20 times already, so who cares? There's a lot of the same people, as you can see. And he tells us that he put a bounty on us and wants us dead. But yeah, nobody's going to claim that bounty, obviously. Some dialogue, skip through that. And this is where we get introduced to these switches. You can both use them as well as shoot at them. Here's a really fun skip, so instead of shooting at the lever again, we jump off that guy to just completely skip the intentional way. We also jumped off that guy to be a bit quicker. Oh, finally. That's the first time I didn't waste time on that lever. Normally I forget to shoot it. Okay, let's see. Wall jump off here, wall jump off there. I was a bit late with that lever on the second floor here. And this is a fun skip as well. The game expects you to do like solve a little puzzle here, but you can just do this. Roll off, press the lever at the right time, and then just jump up. We're going to shoot that guy. Oh no, they took my crate. Normally you want to use that crate to get up here before anything else. No. That was my bad. I shouldn't have shot at that guy. So here you're also supposed to go back and forth to get that lever from the other side. But we can just jump off the railing and also touch the lever. Excuse me. I'm just going to drink a bit in between levels because you got to stay hydrated. This is my favorite level, personally. One of my favorite at least. It has quite a few difficult jumps. Like there you want to grab onto the hook as slow as possible, as late as possible. You want to jump over that guy. You want to have enough speed here to make these jumps. Sometimes you just fall down if you don't go fast enough, but you do want to tap off the hooks. I got a bit nervous there. And here's a very interesting skip. So what I said earlier about that you have to shoot levers from the other side, it doesn't count for this one, because I can just shoot it from here. And it saves me from using all the other, this entire path which you are supposed to use. I'm just going to wait a bit here to be safe. Would have been faster if I didn't, but sometimes you just have to be a bit safe, especially in a marathon one. Because a fun thing about this game is that it saves checkpoints based on the areas that you've cleared. And as you can tell, we are not clearing a lot of areas. Okay, that's good. Please also get that one. Nice. Okay, now I definitely don't want to fall down here, so it probably will happen. No, I'm fine. Good. So that skips a cycle. This entire level is cycle based. So you can basically only skip a few cycles. I'm 1 cycle or 2 cycles behind the best time there, which is a legitimate time this time for this level. By the way, these levels are called the sewers. No wait, I'm lying. This is District 0. I don't know why I was lying, but... And, well, the main idea is that we're getting close to Benny's factory, which is the guy we saw. Or factory, or company, whatever it is. And there is a trick here where you can shoot through the wall and hit the lever from the other side, but it's really inconsistent, and you can spend more time on it than actually the rest of the doing the level normally. Sorry, I'm trying to focus a bit while trying to also talk. It's more difficult than I thought. Should have hired a commentator. So here I'm trying to jump off of that guy, off his body, but it isn't working. Well, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Here's the end of the level. We skip all of that by just jumping down. And that was a decent time as well. Not perfect, but good enough. Excuse me. So we continue in District 0, and this is where we get our shotgun, which is going to be our main gun for the rest of District 0. So it one, it kills all of these enemies, unless you miss very point blank, and then they don't die. Here we do a little skip. So we're supposed to fall down there and then jump all the way back up. But we can just jump after we fall off a ledge. Wow, that was weird. So I tried to get on this barrel, but it got a bit stuck. There we go. Skip all of these guys. So the main thing about the speedrun of this game is just skip as many enemies as possible and don't get stuck behind crates. The last one is a lot harder than it may look. Crates are really annoying. Sometimes they partially break, sometimes they don't break at all, sometimes they break in one hit. So it's really important to keep shooting at crates. Okay. Where are we? Okay, still in District 0. Or no. And here we get introduced to skateboard mechanics, which every speedrunner hates. Though we have found some ways to make it increase our speed, it's still a very inconsistent thing. Because sometimes you just get stuck behind a ramp for no reason. Sometimes it gets stuck behind a very small edge. Like that, that's something that can happen. And I just continued right now, but you can also... I went through the wall there. That's what I was intending to do. That saves a little bit of time. You can do two things there. You can either do 2 long jumps or 3 short jumps with bounce off the enemy. I did the second version. We have to kick that skateboard forward, otherwise it doesn't allow us to get onto it. And we're just going to try to take the skateboard to the end of the level. Seems like we did it. And I just didn't make that jump. You can make that jump in jump over the fence in 2 jumps. And it finishes the level, so that was what I was trying to do, but it didn't work out. This is my second favorite level, so the one I also have I think I had or I have the world record on. So what I'm trying to do is not that, I was trying to do this. So don't use a wall jump, just jump down at a slight edge and then fall back onto the platform below. We're going to use this guy to jump up. Going to do the same here. So no wall jumps, just fall down and steer well in the air. Now we're going to attach ourselves to this hook that's on the other side of the wall. Obviously that skips time. That does not save time, but looked cool, so we'll keep it in. And here you're supposed to wall jump 3 times, but I just used the fences to jump to the end immediately. That guy is always invulnerable for me, I don't know why. That wasn't good. You're supposed to do 2 big jumps there, but I didn't manage to do so. But that's okay. Here we're trying to do a skateboard trick through this gap. Kind of worked. No, it didn't. Come here, skateboard. Okay. Let's see.
So, if I may interrupt for a second.
Sure.
We've got a lot of viewers right now, and we have an incentive coming up for Donut County, run by Green Snowdog, for window percent. There's currently no donations for that, but we're with plenty of people, so even if there's a small train, for example €1, we'd easily hit that with the number of our viewers, and maybe you can even force me and maybe the runner too to name a specific skip I've been seeing the need of in chat. So if you want to do that, either make Fireman name a skip, or say the name of a skip, or see that Donut County run, definitely donate.
I think we already had that skip. So unless they're talking about a different skip. Oh no. Okay. So what you saw me do last level is also a good fence jump. No. Well, that went not as intended. And the gimmick in this level is that the enemies walk towards this alarm button, and when they press it, the room shuts down and a turret spawns. And we don't want that, so I'm going to try to beat it. Oh, nice. And you can just kill them in order and the button won't be pressed. So there's only a few that have the AI to press a button, or the intelligence, I guess, in general. Some of them don't have hands or something. I want to get past this one just in time. That's good. And there's our second boss fight, which is really fun. It's an auto scroller. Well, it's not really an auto scroller. It's like a outrun the boss kind of thing. Until we get to the end, where we actually get to fight the boss. Oh wow, he lived. Lucky guy. He doesn't live that often. But he destroys a lot of... No! How did that... You see, that guy didn't die in a full shotgun hit to the face. So I got stuck behind him. But that still went decently enough. Okay. Now the skateboard section, we want to keep our big spin until here. Because this is where we're going to get shot a lot. Oh nice, I kept the skateboard all the way to the end. Switch to the Uzi, because that's what we're going to need for the boss fight. Roll down here so we don't get hit here. And immediately start shooting and hope that you hit him a lot. So you can do this in 2 cycles, in a single cycle I mean, but we did it in 2 now, that's good too. That's not too slow. And he's going to fall down here, so we're already going to sit here. Bloop. And that's sub 130, so that's quite good. I made some mistakes while running to the end. Now we get a nice free fall section, it's the only section like this in the game. And I'm very happy with that, because I'm really bad at it. Because I never understand how to get back up, and sometimes I feel like I've gone way too far forward, and then I'm missing some opponents, and they just are somehow back here. And I'm going to save some ammo here because this is my worst level anyway. So if I can save some ammo, that works out for later levels. See, there's a guy in the back there. And I think that was it. Still not bad, but I think the world record is like 40 something seconds. So I'm 20 seconds behind that. Luckily I have some time to make up in the next level. Or the next few levels, because that's a lot of... those are some of my, my best levels, I'm going to say. And then fill the skip I found 15 times in a row. But I'm going to show you it, so get hyped for that. So we have a little intermission here, and we end up in our imagination, or in our brain, or in our psychosis, or however you want to call it. I'm going to switch to shotgun, because that's what I'm used to using here, despite there being nothing to shoot. I want to get a rebound here, but I didn't. You can also rebound off these very small platforms, which means you just hit the sides of the platforms and then jump. So the gimmick in this level is that these platforms disappear when you jump off of them, when you touch them and then jump off of them. So it's something we can abuse a lot to skip big chunks of this level. There's a big skip here. The barrier skip is what I like to call it. I hope I can get it. That definitely isn't it. That was close. Wait, let me concentrate. So I'm trying to hit the edge of this, then jumps back. There we go. Took a while. Almost not even worth it, but you skip going up and rolling down, so it does skip. It does save some time when you're good at it. And unfortunately, I wasn't good at it today. Here we're trying to skip past this, didn't make it. Now I really want to make this one. Okay, so this is another very sick skip. So we leave those two alive. Ooh, please make it. Okay, I'm going to explain it now. So these platforms in the end, they disappear permanently. So if you don't get it, you'll have to fall down and reset. And the normal route is like 5 wall jumps, jumping up everywhere, So this skip saves around, I think it's 7 seconds or something. So it really saved a lot of time there, even with the small mistake. Now we're further into our mind, I guess, or in our psychos, whatever you want to call it. And we have this little heads that respawn when they get screwed. And by that I obviously mean the screw. And you can jump off of them on the side and then press the dodge button and it'll push you onto it. So you don't actually have to wait for the... You're supposed to screw this one up and then jump onto this one, but we can just immediately jump onto the other one, which saves quite a bit of time. Okay, let's see. There's a good way to get through and a bad way. I usually do the bad way because you want to land on this within one wall jump, but I didn't. Ooh, that was a very tight little gap. And sometimes these enemies also refuse to die, so I'm trying to take that a bit slow so I don't get stuck on one of them. No. And I want to get a rebound. Yes, there we go. See, that was one of the rebounds of a very thin platform. It's quite hard, but it's doable. Another level with another gimmick. This time it's these bounce pads. We haven't really found much for these, except that the faster you want onto them... Oh, I missed that. Well, I tried to show a skip there, but the faster you want onto them, the further you are launched. So you can sort of like bunny hop just before one and go slightly further than the game expects you to. Yeah, there's not a lot of uses for it. Damn, I was hoping to miss that. Okay. And here we also still have the platforms, which disappear. And there's something funny here. So these platforms also work from the other side. So if you jump into them from the other side... Whew, that was lucky. You probably thought I was going to fall there, but I didn't. Because there's a pad down there. And it's a secret, so don't tell anyone. Okay. This is something I would really like to find a way for to do this quickly. But there's no way yet. Ooh, close. I almost made that in one jump. But that was a good level. Actually didn't get stuck anywhere. 5 seconds off the world record, so that's good. And now we're going to get another gimmick, which is this flying hat. And basically we just fly through the entire level, so it's not the most interesting level. One thing is that you're actually still faster bunny hopping than flying. So if you land and then bunny hop, you actually go a bit faster. Oh, this is a nice weird little way to fly. I like that. And then we go up here. Down here, up here. It's just knowing where to go in this level and not getting stuck behind enemies. And not messing up here because they put some nice blocks, block gates of these pads. So, and if you touch them, you get bounced up again, and we don't want that. And here's the end of the level already. So that was really, this is a really weird level if you're a speedrunner, because all you have to do is hold W and win. And some would say that's actually how the entire game works, but...
If I may for a second.
Sure.
We have a €5 donation from a certain someone called Cheese. And he's saying, here's for not dying on 3-1.
Thank you. That was quite impressive, I have to say. Wait, did I not die? I thought I did die. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Thanks a lot, Cheese. So here we go to the sewers, where the gamers are, because EU gamers, they are truly disgusting people. And they have arcades in the sewers, as we all know. That's what gamers do. They play games in the sewers. Much like I am playing a game in a sewer right now. And here we get some LARP guys. They are very hard to kill. We can one-hit kill them with a shotgun to the face if we're lucky. Excuse me. But we try to just avoid killing them at all. So some of these die in one hit, some of them won't. If you drop a barrel on them, they always die in one hit. And we get some more of these zip lines in the coming levels, and more of these crane type of things. Roll through this guy's legs. And I have to make sure that I don't run out of ammo, because that will be very bad. So here I'm just not going to do anything. Oh, they both died somehow. I'm not sure what I did, but one of them died for no reason and the other guy died because I kicked a liver against his head or something. Okay, there we go. No. That's a problem with bunny hopping. If you bunny hop into a wall, this isn't going faster than walking. If you bunny hop into a wall, then you get pushed back as you would normally when you jump into a wall. So that's not what you want to do. Here I hope to show you a nice little quick climb. Yeah, very nice. So you can use all those enemies that fall down to climb up as a sort of ladder. And that looked good. Excuse me. I don't have COVID, I swear, I've been tested. I just have a lot of problem talking for a long amounts of time without drinking anything. So I'm going to definitely drink something next. This is a really fun skip. If I get it, yes I did. So it wants you to go up and then press the switch, then go back down, flip the switch again, and then you're moving. But you can just use the physics to jump past it. And I don't want to use any more shotgun ammo, because I'm going to run out otherwise. I can switch to these. Here's another neat skip. So there's an invisible wall in front of that lever until you reach the first door and kill that guy. Well, you don't have to kill him, you just have to reach the lever. So what we do is we kick our skateboard against his head, then immediately jump up, shoot the lever from far away, and that's when you when it automatically switches and you can climb up immediately. And it saves a lot of time from going all the way to the right and then shooting it, which is what you would do normally. Oh, that was bad. Another turret. Oh, they're not very dangerous, so. And that's the end of this level. Just some quick hydration. Important.
I forgot to mention earlier,
yes,
just to give your voice a little bit more rest, that the donation by Cheese actually went to window % for the upcoming Donut County coming in 2 runs. We can still definitely meet that incentive. So if you want to see that window %, and you definitely want to, make sure to donate for that.
Yes, I agree. And Donut Country looked like a really fun game. I'm trying to do something here that's just really hard. I'm going to try it a few times, but I probably won't get it. I think most of the people, even in our community, haven't seen it work, and I didn't make it work, so that didn't change at all. But you can fall down there while it's still closing up. So you can make it through quicker than we have done so far. Oh, this is bad. That's what I was trying to do, what I did just now. So stand on that little pillar, and then jump directly to the right. So I managed to show you it, but just one turn too late. But mistakes will happen, so it's fine. I just shouldn't fall down here. Okay, I didn't. And soon one of my least favorite levels is coming up, which features mines. But before that we get a new weapon. Right here. We get an assault rifle, which is extremely powerful, and I forgot to press the button. But that just means more ammo for me, so that's not that bad. And it also has a grenade launcher in it. Now the enemies become a lot stronger, not a lot tougher luckily. Not yet. But they do a lot of damage, so it's now realistic to start dying really. But I hope I won't, as that slows you down surprisingly. So it's just a lot of shooting from now on and trying to bunny hop as quickly as possible. And these gamers keep calling you a noob. Noob alert. But you just have to ignore the haters. We got some of these jerry cans, you can blow them up. It's a future of the base game, but as... what was that? Okay. It's a future of the base game, but we don't really use the jerry cans that much. Only very few times when it's actually useful. Because most of the times just shooting enemies is a lot faster and a lot less dangerous, because explosions can still kill you as well. Look at these disgusting gamers in their sewers. So we skip all of these. We want to shoot that one, because if the enemies can also shoot jerry cans, by the way. So if they hit them, you explode. If you're near them, of course, but you're always near them. Jump off this barrel here. Don't fall down there or you'll get attacked from both sides. Not saying now you don't get attacked by both sides, but you get what I mean. And this is the end of the level, and it's a bit dangerous, but I'm on full health, so it should be okay. Oh, that guy in the back almost got me. That went well. I'm happy with that level. But now we get... I think this is the one with the mines. No, not yet? Okay, good. Oh, this is where the internet people show up. So, since we have gamers in the sewers, we also have defenders of the internet, which is what these guys are. And they're heavily armored, so they take a bit more to kill. So you'll see them for the rest of the game. Especially the guys with helmets on are a bit harder to kill than the guys without helmets on. But you basically just don't really need to kill everyone anyway, so... Wow, that guy took a lot of bullets. Because we skipped most of the kills in this game anyway. Really only the ones... We're not even going to kill that guy in the above there. And we do a little skip here by not letting go of the wire and just swinging into the switch. And I'm pressing it. Alright, I need to go down here. If you don't let go of the hook there, you end up in that little room there. So that's what we don't want. Oh, this is a really good time. That's nice. Where are we? Alright, this is one of my least favorite levels because I die in it a lot. So be prepared for failure. We can't do that long jump there. Doesn't really save any time because we still have to wait a cycle here. Oh no, I almost blew myself up. No, please make it. Oh, nice. And I actually landed on top of the thing. On top of the block. So this is also very cycle based, so I want to be down here. And I wanted him not to shoot that barrel away from me. Because if that barrel lands on top of you, you get sent to the other side of that gate. I didn't manage to show you it now. So maybe, well, you can look it up. I'm sure it's in the world record of this level. And it's a fun little skip that uses the physics of the barrels. and of the weight pushing you down. There's a few weight-based skips where something big pushes down on you and the wall just kind of disappears because the game doesn't know what to do when you are under pressure. Ooh, that almost fell down there. I want to make this, but I never do. You're able to make that, by the way, so it's not like it's impossible. But here's another fun skip. So you're supposed to go down there and then go back up, but you can just jump as the block goes down. This is where I usually die, so I'm going to hope that I don't die this time. Nice, I made it. And now it's just not being slow, really. And I think I can do that. I should be able to not be slow. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't slow. If you're slow, you miss those cycles. This is another place you technically can die, and some people have died here, but it's kind of hard to die here, really. That was good. I'm happy with that. Where am I? Okay, so this level depends on a lot of these moving platforms, and they expect you to push the button. We don't, because we can just, well, like I just did, we can just sort of jump on the edge of things anyway. Ooh, that was good. So that's what I was trying to do, jump onto the edge, then do a very large jump to the end. No! This was what I was trying to do, obviously. And then make this one good. We have to stop these ones, otherwise the door won't open up. But once again, we don't really care if they are horizontal or not. It doesn't really matter. We can just. This is a really fun skip. Somehow they didn't notice that you can just jump there. And here's another fun skip. So instead of doing the puzzle, we just flip the switch. And I need to pay attention here. Okay, good. And I really hate this skip, but there we go. What, first try. So that skips that entire part, which is really a lot of time saved. Okay. Sometimes when it gets difficult, I focus a bit more and I stop talking. Sorry about that. But it's a bit an unfriendly, unforgiving game when, in terms of speedrunning, when you aren't completely focused. So, especially on some of these parts where you have to press switches really quickly. Luckily, we're out of that part now, so I can continue talking again and get these sick rebound jumps off the edge of the platform. That was really good as well. So far, really good, on par, I think, to maybe not my PB, but that doesn't really matter. I normally continue here without the skateboard anyway, because it's not such a big part until the next skateboard. And this one we do want to use. So we skip all these guys. You would probably kill them if you were playing this game casually, because killing people in this game is a lot of fun. I want to get that cycle. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. You saw me shoot that guy through the wall. That's a funny side effect of rolling into a wall, is that your gun sticks through, and then you can just shoot at enemies through the wall. It isn't used a lot in this speedrun, because we haven't really found a good use to it yet. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah, I don't want to fall. Please don't fall. Okay, good. That was another roll off the edge and then jump. Here I have to wait a bit. Otherwise, the game freaks out, like it kind of did now. But I stayed on it long enough to not launch me downward. Otherwise, you fall down and you need to restart the entire level, because I haven't killed enough enemies to do a good reset. Or to get a good checkpoint is what I mean. We get these turrets. Just kill them extremely quickly with the assault rifle. do some sick skateboard tricks here. Good kick flips. This is also a part where you can die, but it doesn't really happen that often. But... So this is sort of a puzzle section, at least the game wants it to be. You shoot the levers from one side, then go to the other side, shoot them again. Now you really don't want to shoot that again. I made that mistake a few times in the speedrun. But if you shoot it again, this comes down again, this part here, and you have to do it all over again, and that costs a lot of time. Okay, now it's time to lose a lot of time here, possibly. These mines, they explode, but each explosion adds some sort of overflow to the game, and once you have enough explosions, the game stops letting mines explode, and they just follow you around until you finish the level. So what I really want not to happen is that. And if I don't die once, then it should be okay. But once you start dying, there's really no going back, and you're definitely going to run into that glitch. And there's a lot of examples of it online. So if you want to see how that looks, look it up. I hope I won't have to. I hope I won't be able to show you. That's what I was trying to say. So these all explode against the wall anyway. These are a bit dangerous. Oh, that was almost the first. Yikes. Yikes. That set us back a bit, but no unlimited amount of explosions yet, so that's good. Once the game starts exploding in random locations, that's when we start getting the bug. Okay, there we go, I made it. And we're almost at the end, so we did okay. But now, right now, you can already see stuff exploding in places it shouldn't. Well, actually, it looks okay still. Nice, I made it. That's really good. Like in my PB, I had that bug, and I spent like 5 minutes here. So that's a bit of a time save. And it's a really funny... Oh, wait, I want to show that. So this is a fun skip. Well, not really a skip, but you can shoot the lever there. Let me see if I can get it. I really want to show it. Please. Come on. Just a bit further up. Bit further up. I'll just keep trying until I get it. That was close. This doesn't even save any time, by the way. Just saying. Okay, fuck it. I'll just leave it at that. You can hit the lever before this cutscene plays, and then the guy comes out while you hop onto the train. But the other guys are still walking away. So the same guys that walk away appear back and say what, and it's a funny little thing that doesn't save any time. But I wanted to show you it because it's a good time. But unfortunately, the game wouldn't let me have fun. Okay, so this is just a train. I wasn't sure what I was planning on saying, but this is a train, as you can see, and you just kill people and then finish the level and hope no one kills you. You roll through this guy's legs, pop him in the face. I'm just going to get that before I fall over and die. So you have to shoot this boss from both sides. This is a reasonable... Oh. Now he just needs to turn around so I can shoot him in his face. There we go. That's the end of that level. Was a bit slow, but it's okay. And I am out of ammo, which is a bit troubling. I'm going to switch to the Uzis for now. That was the end of the chapter about the sewers. So now we are actually approaching the internet. And our lovely sister here, Ophelia, is in charge of the internet. And the internet is a series of tubes, which is something you already know, I guess, because you're on the internet right now. So this is how the internet really looks.
So while we're on the internet, mind if I read another donation?
Sure, go ahead.
There's not much to read because it's a €5 donation from Jack Foxer without a comment. Thank you very much. And that donation also went towards window percent in Donut County. Not the next run, but the run thereafter. And that is an incentive we definitely want met because that's a cool addition to the run.
Yes, thank you. And thanks a lot, Jack. You can see some of these more heavily armored guys. They always have a gas tank behind them, so they're not really dangerous at all. Please die or please leave. One of the two things you can do. Okay. They're not really dangerous at all. I'm going to roll here. I wasn't going to, but you can also just shoot it from the other side while you jump up. But I'm on such low health, I can't afford that right now. Maybe once I get some more health, I'll be able to do the risky strats again. Similar here, there's the guy that spawns there. Normally I ignore him, but right now I can't because I'm on low health. I have to wait here, cycle, walk to the left, wait another cycle, walk to the right. And here we have to take the right path and then the left one. You can make it in one go. Once again, I'm trying to be a bit careful because if I die, I haven't killed enough enemies to properly get a good checkpoint. Similar to why I'm going to die here. No. Okay. So this is why I don't want to die, because you have to do this part again and it's really slow. And I died now because I stood in the middle of giant death ray beams. Luckily we do get most of our health back when we do this, so I can be a bit more dangerous. I can play a bit more dangerous now, which is good as well. I just need to not die here again. I can grab that one. I'm just going to wait on the right side this time. Okay, there we go. That was extremely slow. So these, I haven't explained these blue rays yet. These blue rays are, well, as you can tell, they're lasers. They kill you. If you shoot at them, they get turned off for a few seconds. The yellow rays, they are permanent and they completely annihilate you, especially if there's two in a row. You literally can't avoid any of that. You can jump through one if you're on full health, which I might show at the end of this level if I happen to have full health left, which is quite unlikely since I don't have any assault rifle ammo. Or do I? Not enough. I can switch to the shotgun for a bit. So these little electrical balls, they are electrical balls and they shoot lasers once they unpack. And I want to go just after this one. Okay, that's good enough. So there is a skip here. I don't know if I get it. No, that's fine. No, that's not fine. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. So what I tried to do was immediately jump up to that part and then continue from there, but it didn't work out. It's possible though. Can I make this? Nope. What's the answer? So I'll just wait a bit this time. shoot that. Oh wow, I didn't see that happen before. So he shot it just as I shot it towards him, but he shot it before it reached him, so it exploded somewhere in the middle. That's fun. Okay. No, no, no. Okay, this is going to be another death. No, I'm fine. Never mind, I lied. The problem with doing these levels without a good gun is that you're just much more liable to die, especially to the guys with these masks. Oh no, I waited too long. I should have gone down a bit further. Especially those guys with masks on, you just can't really kill them quickly with a shotgun. And most of these are also behind crates. And destroying a crate with a shotgun is like getting into the lottery. So sometimes it does some damage, sometimes it blows up the entire crate, other times it does absolutely nothing. But the rest is going just fine. So here we go down here. We shoot the ricocheting plates. I haven't even explained to you about those, but I'm sure you can see that they ricochet your bullets. Be a bit careful there. So you're supposed to kick down the jerry can and then blow these guys up. We don't do that because we can just shoot them. Jump up here. Want to do this in one cycle, but it's hard not to. This is every speedrunner's favorite part. So you have to use these ricochets to guide this barrel across while you are underneath it. And it's not extremely hard or anything, but it's just really annoying to do. Hey, I'm on full health, so I'm going to do whiskey. There we go. Just have a quarter of a bar of health left to save a second. That's what speedrunning is about, right? Let's see. This is the auto scroller part. I want to have some type of gun for this. And I want to do some fence jumps here. There we go. Got it. So you land on the fence and then jump off of it without jumping over it. That's the idea. And it saves quite a few seconds. So it's good if each time you get there. And I think I got all of them this one. So if there's anything else to say about donations or about incentives, now is a good time because there's nothing going on.
I was just about to interrupt you for that, because we do actually have quite a big donation. We have a €50 donation from Jeweler.
Whoa.
It says, "Hey Fireman, it's me Jeweler. Here's to all the clean tracks you did and easy jumps you messed up. First time donating to a good cause." Thank you very much for that donation.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jeweler. That's really nice. And I did mess up a lot of easy jumps, but it's all about showing off the most difficult ones. And the easy ones, well, they're in everyone anyway, so that's fine. You can always look up an any percent bun and watch someone bunny hop at the speed of light. Because people do that. I don't know how, but here we're trying not to do that. And we're trying not to trigger these alarms for some rooms, and for some rooms we're fine with triggering it. Like this one, we kind of want to trigger it. Because the way around is even slower. I want to roll past this just like that. And this one doesn't really matter. You can either not kill it or kill it, doesn't matter at all. And here we get a few of these. We can just shoot them before they activate and they die. This one we blow up. Next one we also blow up. Oh, that was bad. No. No, never mind. I did the correct thing. I like skipping this one. I don't think anyone else does. But yeah, I think that's fine. Ooh, that was close. And we can roll on the... Wait, what? There's no way I hit that. That's the biggest lie so far. And we want to wait until this one is all the way to the right, because it triggers the ones above, and at the end, at the final one, we can shoot it before, well, we fall out. But at the earlier ones we can't shoot it because we're still rolling. Now we get to the thunder drop, and I'm going to show you that as well, I hope. Well, at least partially. So we, instead of going down the normal way with the rope, I just shoot all the laser beams on one side, jump down on that side, and it just allows you to fall down. But you can't fall down all the way, because then you die from a sort of out of range thing this game has. So if you're too far away from the camera, you just die. You just immediately lose the level. This is the first level where we see snipers. They hit hard, but they're really easy to dodge, even though I already got hit, so I may be lying. No, I'm not. They were just really easy to dodge. You know exactly when they are going to shoot, he says, as he gets shot a second time. See, I dodged them. It's easy. And I don't want to go there. I want to jump down. And this is where we get our own sniper. And this is the game this is the gun we'll use for the rest of the game. Did I just switch that door off again somehow? Okay, that was interesting. The main thing in this level is to... Wow, I almost died. The main thing here is to shoot the crates before you reach them, because otherwise you're going to get stuck. That was a bit slow. You could do that a lot faster, but still got it, so that's good. And we're approaching the end game, so that's it's going well so far. I'm definitely going to end up below estimate, unless Ophelia is a really awful fight. Oh, I forget to shoot the switch here. Nah, that doesn't matter that much. But I did forget to shoot the switch. So this sniper rifle, it one-hit kills with a headshot, and also works very well against the armored guys. So you'll see them dropping like flies now as well. So we're still trying to not kill as much as possible, because, oh, watch out for those explosives. Because we're just trying to finish levels as fast as possible, and sometimes that means kill people, other times it doesn't really matter. I really want to catch this one, this cycle, and we did. Okay, nice. I normally forget to jump past that there. So all these levels are really fun on casual. As speedrunners, this level is a bit boring because there's not much tech here, except for bunny hopping. These mines also explode in one hit now with the sniper rifle. That helps a lot in making sure you don't get killed by mines. Here we just skip through all of these guys. And we use that rocket-propelled gas tank as a skateboard to get to the other side, or as a hoverboard, I guess, because this game is very cool and edgy. I'm a bit low on ammo, but should be okay. We jump over that guy and it gives us a speed boost. The blue shield you see, they stop all bullets, but you can disable them by shooting those things. And you're going to hopefully see me do that quickly quite a few times. So to get people out of the way, really. Not to kill enemies per se, but... And here's our first real out of bounds, I hope. Yes, there we go. First try, guys. So now we're walking on the ceiling. I'm going to switch to the Uzi because we have to shoot 2 things at once here. I don't shoot these guys, they get blown up by that gas tank if you want. I have to switch back. Wow, okay, that guy didn't die. I need to get this cycle, and I need this one. Okay, good. Now we're going to do the hard trick. Woo! Got it. Oh, that's so good to get. So you're supposed to hit that switch when you're down there, then climb all the way back up, and then you can jump back down and roll through the gate and get the bridge. But I got it with the actual sick way to do it. So that's good. I just need to not die here now. I think I'm fine. Should be one more. No, that's it. Oh, this is a nice sub to final level of the internet. And now we get the boss fight with Ophelia, who's our sister. We've come to kill her. I'm not sure why. I thought it had something to do with psychosis or something of our main character. And I want to use the correct gun here. So you're really dependent on how Ophelia behaves here. And she can, especially near when she starts getting on low health, she can immediately destroy you. So we have to be a bit careful of that. So I'm going to lay down some health packages already, just in case. Because I really don't want to die here, because it just costs a lot of time. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. No deaths. That's more important than doing it quickly. The world record time on this is 17 seconds on this level. And it happened because Ophelia would just stand still and not even dodge. And that's how you win. So this is not the end game yet. This is not the end yet. So Pedro, turns out that he betrayed you, and he is sort of, well, as you can see here, responsible for murdering your family as a sort of revenge plot or something. And now you are forced to kill yourself, but I can press E to resist, so I won't. And now we'll get to fight Pedro in our minds. And that is the final fight. So this is actually going to be a PB for me. That's really good. And a very reasonable one at that as well, which is really surprising because I did stop a bit early. Or I did do some levels twice, so I'm not sure how this happened. But or maybe, actually maybe I have to retime this one. Because I did the level, I reset it to level, and I think that may have also reset it to timer. Okay, I really want to do this correctly. So you want to launch every single bomb at his head, and I didn't, but I got some of them, most of them. There we go, that went well. Now the final phase. So we get a naked banana. I'm not sure if this is allowed on Twitch. I'm not sure why I'm jumping into him. There we go. And the time is when the final the final level screen card shows up. So where it tells the score and the time, that's when the game ends. So it's in like 3, 2, 1 time. So that went very well. Shout outs to everyone who donated and everyone from the My Friend Pedro community. It was really fun to do this run. Very decent time. Showed everything that I wanted to show. So I think that's it for me, and don't forget to donate for Donut County, because it's a really fun game and I want to see that as well. So I think that's it for me. So I'll see you later, I guess. See you.
Thank you very much for a run. I'll give it over to the next host, Argic. If you wanna, definitely want to stick around for his Scottish fast voice. And next up will be Elvin, so we'll be throwing it to an intermission to set that one up.